spiritual. For my Scorpio collective, what do we need to know? Got a couple of cards try to jump out. For my Scorpio collective, what do we need to know? Who do we need to be aware of? For my Scorpios, 3 cards came out. We're going to go ahead and keep them. We have the Death, the Emperor, and the Wheel of Fortune. So Scorpio, you came right out. The Emperor and the Wheel of Fortune. So it looks like there's an Emperor here coming towards you. Maybe a fire sign, a father figure who has good luck or maybe karma. Maybe you are in transformation, or maybe they are. Maybe the wheel is turning in your favor. And there's a fight. Or maybe there's a fight for fortune. Maybe there's a lot of competition around you, Scorpio. Maybe there's a fight for the wheel. Maybe you have a father figure and there's someone, maybe there's a brother or a male figure in your family who has tried to fight you for a fortune that maybe was left for you. Maybe there was a death in the family. Maybe this is inheritance of some kind. There's some kind of fortune or turn of events. There's a lot of competition, a lot of chaos around you. What else do we need to know, Most High Spirit? Guides, ancestors. The Chariot and the World. So maybe we have some fire here. We also have the Chariot, that's a Cancer, and the World. Ending a cycle, starting a new cycle. Maybe there was a Cancer who has moved on. We have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries here. And then we also have the Nine of Pentacles and the Star. Someone who is independent, who takes care of themselves, who maybe has their own business, who may be a single parent. And then there's a Star. There's hope, or there's guidance, or maybe that was the star, the moon. The moon didn't show up, but it sure was bright like a star when I saw it tonight. But there may be somebody who is traveling or is online. Maybe you have an online business. You work for yourself. There's hope here, or there's someone that is wishing upon a star. There's a King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Maybe there is a King of Pentacles here, someone who is wealthy, someone who is well off, that has options, or maybe they tried to offer you some options that weren't really good options. Or maybe they're a daydreamer, but this Queen of Cups is here. Maybe the Queen of Cups represents you. Someone who Queen of Cups and the 7 of Cups. Maybe they're emotional about what was offered to them and don't really feel like they had a lot of good options as far as what this Aquarius King of Pentacles offered. To this Nine of Pentacles, someone who was independent and single, who traveled, to a Cancer, and there was a lot of fighting and arguing and chaos about this fortune that the father or the mother had left after their passing. And I see that maybe this Queen of Cups has felt, emotional about how she was done or how she was treated by this Emperor and this King of Pentacles. We have two men here. And this one queen, the Queen of Cups, or maybe the Queen of Cups was the mother. Who has passed on. Because the Page of Cups came out, so maybe you're the child of the Queen of Cups. Maybe you're the daughter of the Queen of Cups, Scorpio. It looks like there was a travel. There was someone who traveled in a rush as a single mother or an independent business owner, in hopes for the best. And we have this King of Pentacles here, the Star. We have Aquarius, Cancer, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. We have the Magician. We have Gemini, Pisces, Libra. And we have the Three of Swords. So maybe they broke your heart or they backstabbed you. Maybe that's what they manifested. Or maybe you had two people who have passed on, and it looks like it was all about karma and how the wheel had turned in and out of your favor. Is there anything else we need to know, Most High Spirit? The Fool. So maybe you felt like a fool after you were betrayed, heartbroken about how everything panned out. It looks like someone manifested this. Or maybe you're a manifester. Or maybe, you had someone who maybe was sick and not in their right mind at the time. But the Fool is a new beginning, or maybe just a fool, someone that jumped off a cliff, someone that, didn't really think twice about coming in to try to save the day. And even though the Wheel of Fortune is here and the King of Pentacles in here, It feels like someone felt left out in the cold or suffered a loss or was sick. What else do we need to know, Most High Spirit? It looks like someone went forward and decided to travel regardless. We have the Page of Swords here. Someone that was gossiping and rumoring about maybe the fact that you were there, or maybe why you came. I'm sensing that this is a family situation. We have the Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups. We have the Emperor, the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Fool, that's an Aries, and then we have the Page of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. We do have Pentacles here, that's Earth, that's Capricorn, Taurus, and it looks like someone was gossiping, fighting at all costs, stealing, lying, and juggling the money. So it looks like somebody was here who came for the money, who lied, who stole, who gossiped, who cheated, who fought like a jerk to get what they wanted. And they're stuck in their head about it. Yeah, it looks like somebody didn't do you so good, Scorpio. If you suffered a loss, I do send my condolences to you. And the Three of Pentacles. They did want to work together, or maybe they had the courts involved, or maybe they had other people involved who they were willing to collaborate with. But if they wanted to collaborate with you, there's no way that Scorpio would collaborate with someone who was so selfish and had all of these swords out for them. The 7, the Page, the 5, the 8, and the 3 of Swords. None of these are really good swords. The only one that's a really good sword is the Ace of Swords, standing up for truth. And there's another card that came out, but it's trying to hide back here. The Page of Wands, a message. Maybe someone has a message, or maybe there is a message that is coming through, a message of collaboration. Maybe they want to collaborate with you after they've done all of this to you. After the death, after the fight, rushing in, traveling to try to ruin whatever you worked hard for. And when people do that to you, Scorpio, you either have to forgive them, or you have to really forgive them anyway, but you have to find a way to go on with your life in spite of, because karma's a bitch, and you never know how this other person is going to receive their karma. But best believe they will receive their karma for what they've done and who they've hurt. There are 3 swords here. Maybe they hurt 3 people, including yourself. Because right next to this Queen of Cups, there is the Magician. Or maybe the Magician was a fool. because the message is the Tower. Maybe someone didn't think that you would put two and two together. Or maybe this message is the Tower, the shakeup in the family. Maybe they thought that you would be quiet and sit down and stay in your head about it as they multitasked and juggled your inheritance. But there's a new day, you see, because Scorpio doesn't have time for people playing games because she's spiritually connected. Or maybe you have a spiritual guide, or maybe you are a spiritual guide, but there's a commitment that the spirits have made for you. The Most High Spirit, your ancestors have made this commitment to you. And there's the shakeup is an awakening. The fact that you are awake, that you are aware that there has been someone out here that has swords with you, that have been trying to cut you down, that have been trying to make you the fool, and have been trying to make you, feel at a loss and leave you out in the cold after your loss that you've experienced. And so, what can I say? People like this make the world go round. You can't control everyone. You can't make everyone be the better person. But, it cuts and it hurts more when it's your own family who does it. Blood is supposed to be thicker than water, but, these days, you just never know. And when people pass away, I've heard by many that it brings the worst out of people. The absolute worst out. But there's a judgment. There's a wake-up call. God sees all. And you are not by yourself. God sees and judges everything and everyone. So you just have to keep being yourself and keep having faith that, you did the right thing, and continue to strive and do the right thing because God is with you. And even if you feel, discontent about what has transpired, you have to remember to go deep within, be introspective, pray about it. Pray about it. There's strength in prayer. You may have been the youngest child or the baby child, but just know that there's a lot of love there, and you can't take it from someone who it's due to. Whatever God has for you, no one can take away. And so, always remember that. Maybe your mother passed away, or maybe you're the Empress. And just like I said, this is about family, the Ten of Pentacles. Maybe there's a family investment. Maybe there's, like I said, a family inheritance that is due to you, that maybe your mother or your father left. We have the Emperor and the Empress here. And we have 3 pages come out. The Page of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. So these are children. And the Fool. These are children, it looks like, who, have been left an inheritance or a will, and there's a lot of fighting and lying and cheating and gossiping and chaos over it. There's illusions, there's towers and all of this madness. But like I said, the very first card that's here, and you have some major arcanas here. You have the Fool, you have the World, you have the Death card, you have the Chariot, you have the Star, the Hierophant, the Judgment. And this King of Swords is trying to cut out all of that, or maybe they're trying to cut you out. Maybe this is someone who's older, or maybe this is an older brother, or someone that was in the military, or someone that has high status that feels that they're more powerful and have more clout than you do in the family. But justice is here. Things will be balanced out. Things will be balanced out no matter what. We have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, everybody's here. But we have mostly swords, but some major arcanas here. And we have the Queen of Swords. So maybe this is a brother and sister who both have their swords out in the family. You see that? Over their mother. But just know that as long as you stand up for the right thing, justice is here. There's hope. There's a transition. Life after death, no matter what. There is, always going to be cycles. When one cycle ends, another one begins.